The West needed a Chinese supervillain, and he became Marvel superhero Shang-Chi's father. Fu Manchu was created in 1913 by a British author. This wasn't at random timing. After the two opium wars since the mid-1800s, China had been portrayed as weak, backward, and declining. Then China suddenly overthrew its last dynasty and began reforming its system. The idea that a non-Western civilization could modernize and challenge Western dominance was deeply unsettling. At the same time, millions of Chinese migrants worked across the world, building railways, mines, and cities. Western economies depended on them, but feared them at the same time. The fear even had a name in the West: the Yellow Peril. That fear needed a face, and Fu Manchu became the face. Brilliant, patient, ancient, impossible to defeat. A rival civilization compressed into one villain. The man who created him, Sax Rohmer, never actually lived in China. He grew up in the UK, worked as a clerk, a journalist, a writer of pulp fiction. He absorbed fears from newspaper, rumors from the empire, and anxieties about a changing world, then turned them into stories. Fu Manchu was his breakthrough. Hollywood amplified that image. Between the 1920s and 1960s, over 30 films were made about Fu Manchu, and the titles alone tell you everything. The Mask of Fu Manchu, The Brides of Fu Manchu, The Blood of Fu Manchu, The Castle of Fu Manchu. Yes, those were real movies. The most famous portrayal was by a Swedish actor, not Chinese, not Asian. They didn't even want an Asian actor to play Fu Manchu. Have you ever watched Simu Liu's Shang-Chi movie? In the original Marvel comics, our superhero Shang-Chi's father wasn't Wen Wu, it was Fu Manchu. Marvel later changed the name, changed the backstory, modernized the character. Different era, different packaging. Most viewers never noticed. Fu Manchu matters because he shows how fear turns into fiction, and fiction turns into stereotypes. Whenever the world feels unstable, fear doesn't disappear. It just finds new faces, new names, and new stories to wear. So the real question is, if fear always needs a villain, who are we turning into one today?